Hey everyone, it's Episcopus Squirrel, also known as Alchemage, and today I'm just doing a little update on what's going on in my life. Uh, First, in case you haven't noticed or seen already, I got my Associates of Science degree. Yeah, see that? Episcopus Squirrel! And then that little thing right there is with highest honors. Uh, yeah, highest honors, so graduating magna cum laude. What can I say? I graduated with a 3.9 GPA, so that's really cool. Associate of Science, heading on in fall to the National University of Natural Medicines in order to begin my Bachelor's of Science in Integrated Health Studies, so that I can continue on my trajectory, my educational path to become a naturopathic doctor, to have my own practice as a doctor. And a lot of things are going really well right now, as far as my life and the world. Something I got going on. I told you guys last time about the what are those called? Beets. Those are some beets that are fermenting. This is the one that I have been eating from, while the nice half gallons in the back are just doing their thing. So you can see they got some nice buggies in there. And, oh yeah, they need to be released. And then over here, this is that turmeric fermentation that I had been working on. It's now been 4 months that it's been fermenting, and I think it's about ready to start consuming. Last time I said that it would be done when everything at the top has fallen, and this morning I gave it a nice little flick, and everything decided to fall. So I flipped it over and spun it around to mix everything up and see anything that floats. And so there's a few floaters still left up there. And so I'm just letting it kind of do its final extractions, since, it is an alcoholic fermentation. Alcohol is acting as the solvent and pulling anything out. When you ferment turmeric, the compounds that are inside of it are made much more bioavailable. Just eating turmeric alone, the compounds that are beneficial to our bodies, to our minds, to our well-being and health, they're not quite readily available to be absorbed by the body. This is what bioavailability means. And so if you consume turmeric with black pepper has a compound called piperine, and piperine is it helps with the bioavailability of the compounds in turmeric. So yeah, that's one way you can do it. So yeah, that's cool. And then up here, oh, excuse my hand. This guy right here, this is a little interesting thing I've been working on. So it's kind of difficult to see. But what this is lavender that is in coconut oil. And I have been letting it absorb the oils from the lavender, the coconut oil absorbing the oils from the lavender, so that I can make what's called an enfleurage, and then use that to make what's called an absolute. An enfleurage is basically what I was explaining, a oil or a fat which has flowers which have been pressed into it to absorb these oils. And so you're concentrating these difficult to capture scents inside these fats and oils. Typically it's done with flowers that, like I said, have scents that are difficult to capture through distillation. Yeah, and so an absolute is where you take the enfleurage and then you mix in alcohol and you allow that to set and you shake it and get all the alcohol, or all the oils will transfer into the alcohol and the essential oils, the scents, and then you strain off the oil or the fat that you have used and allow the alcohol to evaporate. You can put it in front of a fan, and so you want to use like as pure of alcohol as possible so that it has a really low vapor point and will evaporate readily when you just set it out. Alcohol will readily evaporate if you just leave it open, but it does take longer time the more the less impure it is, or the more impure it is, excuse me. The more pure it is, the quicker it will evaporate. So yeah, so those are kind of the things that I got going on right now. Something that I'm about to start working on. Down here, I got some horsetail that I harvested and got drying, and I'll be making some medicine out of that. Horsetail, if you aren't aware, is probably the highest silica content herb that there is that we know of. It's a really high ratio of silica. Silica helps us with developing our bones, with our cartilage, connective tissues in general. And so it's really helpful for people who have bone injuries, joint injuries, degenerative joint disorders, all kinds of things like that. And the form of silica that is in these is orthosilicic acid. And so it is readily soluble in alcohol. So I'll probably just be doing a glorified spagyric tincture here, where instead of doing like the whole fermentation and everything, I'll just begin with a spirit with the mercury, with the alcohol. And from there, afterwards, after 40 days, strain the herb and then calcine it and remove the fixed salt and combine that back into the tincture. So yeah, that's kind of a few of the things that I got going on as far as projects, doing, really fabulous with life. I've been dealing with a lot of mental instability. I've been dealing with a lot of depression and anxiety, but I'm working through it. I'm doing my things, kind of just meditating and trying to just keep moving forward, focusing on small tasks rather than focusing on the larger tasks, and just kind of building up, trying to get back to a healthy spot. My fibromyalgia flared up really bad the past 2 months, and I'm kind of starting to come out of it. It's like hitting me in little waves back and forth, but it made it really difficult to really want to do anything, to be able to even do anything. And so my depression and anxiety came back like full force with some other things going on as well. But that's not what this video is about. So I just wanted to stop by and say hello. I haven't really been making too many videos, and I do want to get back to posting regularly. Expect some posts here as far as like the Tribes Team Up bi-weekly question, the natural medicine questions, and hopefully I can get into like the eco-train questions as well. But besides that, look for some of the science posts that I'll be putting out, such as a post here on the horsetail. I want to put something out that has more literature involved with that, so that people can have some things to source and do a bit of reading. So Well, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that you all have a beautiful day, beautiful evening, wherever you are. You know, just take care. Peace.